Hi there, my name is Colin Fitzpatrick and I'm from the University of Limerick. The main focus of my work for the EPA on our environmental protection has been in the area of waste electrical and electronic equipment, or WEEE as it is more commonly known. Here I have conducted a range of projects related to the financing of recycling of historic equipment, consumers' experience of recycling, how much WEEE is entering scrap metal, how we might reuse more of the WEEE that is being sent for recycling, how much used electronics is going to West Africa, and characterising the professional IT refurbishment sector. We are currently exploring financing of end-of-life treatment of very long-life products including photovoltaic panels and electric vehicle batteries. When I considered this question of how do we put science at the centre of environmental protection, my reaction was that I feel that it is our role as researchers to support evidence-based policymaking that produces better environmental outcomes, which is a pretty straightforward response you might expect to hear. Taking it a bit further though, I think that we should not only be conducting high quality studies which provide the evidence to enable policymakers to make good decisions, but also to go further and to use our platforms and to seek out other platforms to communicate this evidence and to help set the agenda for change that leads to greater environmental protection. Environmental policymaking is hard, and the subsequent regulations can be a fractious arena. Not all stakeholders want change, particularly those whose businesses or incomes might be affected. Many of them will robustly defend their turf. As academics, we are accustomed to an environment where, while there are often strong exchanges, we understand that there is an unspoken assumption we are all working towards the same goal or common purpose, which is greater knowledge and insight. Policymaking, however, is where the rubber meets the road, taking scientific evidence and implementing it within society. This can come with immense pressure for those who may be acutely affected, so policymakers, as well as needing to be provided with really robust data and evidence for this domain, can also be supported in this work by researchers working to shape the narrative through their outreach and communications work. Making sure that the evidence doesn't get forgotten once the intense lobbying begins. I think that one of the great strengths of the EPA Research Programme is the emphasis on outreach and communications. It is framed to set the expectation on us, the principal investigators, that our work is not just to conduct research and produce evidence, but to take that evidence into the public and policy-making arena. Personally, I am very pleased with the publication of the recent Waste Action Plan for a Circular Economy, where I can see how our work in electronics, the circular economy and resource efficiency has influenced the scale of the ambition it shows, and I look forward to reinforcing the dialogue with the evidence of our EPA projects as these actions are progressed.